the hidden rhythms of your birth month, unlocking the secrets of your soul. Have you ever paused to consider the profound significance behind the month you were born in? At first glance, it might seem like nothing more than a trivial detail, a small curiosity without much importance. But what if I told you that your birth month holds a key to understanding not just who you are, but also why you think, feel, and act the way you do? According to the teachings of Shi Heng Yi, a revered spiritual teacher and philosopher whose work bridges ancient wisdom with modern psychology, the date of your birth isn't random. It's deeply connected to symbolic forces that shape your inner world, influencing everything from your personality traits to your emotional tendencies and even the lessons your soul is here to learn. Imagine for a moment that by exploring the deeper meaning of your birth month, you could unlock hidden aspects of yourself, parts of your psyche that have remained dormant or misunderstood. What if this knowledge could offer you greater clarity about your habits, emotions, and purpose in life? Sounds intriguing, doesn't it? While some may dismiss such ideas as mere superstition, Shi Heng Yi presents them through a psychological lens, one rooted in archetypes, patterns found in nature, and the collective unconscious. This approach invites us to see our birth months not as arbitrary divisions of time, but as symbolic gateways into the essence of who we are. In this exploration, we'll dive deep into Shi Heng Yi's interpretation of how each month carries its own unique psychological energy. We'll uncover how these energies subtly influence the personalities, emotional landscapes, and spiritual paths of those born within them. Whether you're someone who values depth, meaning, and self-discovery, or simply curious about what lies beneath the surface, this journey promises to challenge conventional thinking and invite you to reflect on the very core of your being. So take a deep breath, because what you're about to discover might change not only how you view your birth month, but also how you understand your story, your patterns, and the journey you've been walking all along. Transitional months, such as March and September, hold a unique position in the grand symphony of archetypes. They are thresholds, moments where one season yields to another, embodying both closure and renewal. These months carry within them an inherent duality. They bridge opposites, blending energies from two distinct phases of nature's cycle. This liminal quality makes those born during these times particularly attuned to balance, adaptability, and transformation. March, the threshold between winter's rest and spring's awakening. March is a month of profound transition. It begins under the lingering shadow of winter, but moves steadily toward the vibrant pulse of spring. In many parts of the world, this is when the snow melts, rivers swell with runoff, and dormant seeds begin their ascent through thawing soil. Nature itself seems caught between stillness and motion, a paradox that mirrors the psychological imprint of those born in March. For Shi Heng Yi, March represents the archetype of emergence. Those born in this month often carry the energy of someone standing at the edge of possibility, poised to step into new beginnings after a period of introspection or dormancy. Like the first crocuses pushing through frost-covered earth, they embody resilience and hope. Yet, because they straddle the boundary between winter's quietude and spring's exuberance, they also possess a nuanced understanding of restraint and release. Psychologically, individuals born in March may exhibit traits associated with adaptability and intuition. They can navigate uncertainty with grace, sensing when to hold back and when to surge forward. However, this dual energy can sometimes manifest as inner conflict. On one hand, there's the pull toward introspection, the need to retreat, reflect, and conserve resources. On the other, there's the drive to break free, explore, and create. Balancing these opposing forces becomes a lifelong journey for many March-born souls. The challenge for those influenced by the March archetype lies in embracing their transitional nature without feeling torn between extremes. Instead of viewing themselves as perpetually in between, they must learn to see their ability to bridge worlds as a strength. By honoring both their reflective side and their dynamic potential, they can become catalysts for growth, not just for themselves, but for others around them. September, the crossroads of abundance and decline. If March marks the awakening of life, September signifies its maturation and eventual surrender. As summer gives way to autumn, the natural world reaches a peak of abundance before preparing for the inevitable descent into dormancy. Trees heavy with fruit stand alongside leaves beginning to turn golden. Fields once lush now bear the weight of harvest. There's a bittersweet beauty in this moment, a recognition of fullness coupled with the knowledge that all things must eventually wane. Shi Heng Yi saw September as embodying the archetype of harvest. Those born in this month carry the essence of culmination and gratitude, yet also the awareness of impermanence. Their energy reflects the wisdom gained through experience, the richness of hard-earned rewards, and the sobering realization that nothing lasts forever. This duality shapes their character in profound ways. Individuals born in September often exhibit a deep appreciation for the present moment. They understand the value of effort and perseverance, knowing that true fulfillment comes from nurturing something over time. Whether it's building relationships, pursuing careers, or cultivating personal passions, they approach life with intentionality and care. At the same time, their sensitivity to the transient nature of existence gives them a philosophical outlook. They may find themselves drawn to questions about legacy, purpose, and meaning. However, the September archetype also brings challenges. The tension between abundance and decline can manifest as a fear of loss or an obsession with control. Some September-born individuals might struggle with clinging too tightly to what they've built, fearing the inevitability of change. Others may wrestle with melancholy, acutely aware of the fleeting nature of joy and success. To thrive, they must learn to embrace impermanence, not as a source of anxiety, but as a reminder to savor each moment fully. The gift of the September archetype lies in its capacity for perspective. Those who embody this energy have the potential to be wise stewards of their own lives and the lives of others. By recognizing the cyclical nature of existence, they can navigate transitions with grace, finding peace in the knowledge that every ending paves the way for a new beginning. Why transitional months matter. Both March and September share a common thread. They exist at pivotal points in the year, embodying the interplay of opposing forces. For Shi Heng Yi, this duality wasn't a flaw, it was a source of immense power. Those born in transitional months often serve as mediators, connectors, and transformers in their communities. Their ability to hold space for contradiction allows them to bridge divides, heal rifts, and inspire change. But this role isn't always easy. Navigating the complexities of dual energies requires self-awareness, patience, and courage. It demands a willingness to sit with discomfort, to embrace ambiguity, and to trust in the process of becoming. For those born in March and September, their greatest strength lies in their capacity to integrate seemingly disparate parts of themselves into a cohesive whole. In the grand tapestry of archetypes, transitional months remind us that life is not static, it is fluid, ever-changing, and deeply interconnected. Just as seasons flow seamlessly into one another, so too do our identities evolve over time. And just as March and September mark moments of profound transformation in nature, they offer those born under their influence the opportunity to embody that same spirit of renewal and wisdom in their own lives. March, the reborn. March is a month of profound transformation, a threshold where the frozen stillness of winter surrenders to the vibrant energy of spring. It's a time when life itself seems to awaken, breaking free from the icy grip of dormancy. Rivers thaw, buds blossom, and sunlight stretches further across the horizon each day. For Shi Heng Yi, March represents one of the most potent archetypes in his symbolic framework, the reborn. This archetype embodies renewal, resilience, and the eternal cycle of emergence from darkness into light. The essence of renewal. At its core, March symbolizes rebirth, a process that mirrors the natural world's awakening after months of hibernation. Just as seeds buried deep in the earth push through soil towards sunlight, those born under this archetype carry within them an innate capacity for reinvention. They are individuals who understand that endings are not final, but rather preludes to new beginnings. Their lives often unfold in cycles of growth and release, marked by moments of personal evolution and self-discovery. This connection to renewal gives March-born individuals a unique perspective on life. They see challenges not as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities for transformation. Whether it's recovering from failure, navigating heartbreak, or stepping out of stagnation, they possess an extraordinary ability to rise again, stronger and wiser than before. Like phoenixes rising from ashes, their journey is defined by resilience and adaptability, emotional sensitivity and intuition. One of the defining traits of March-born individuals is their emotional depth. They feel things intensely: love, loss, joy, sorrow, all with a vivid clarity that can be both a gift and a burden. This heightened sensitivity allows them to connect deeply with others, making them empathetic listeners and compassionate companions. people often turn to them for support because they seem to intuitively understand what lies beneath the surface. Their intuition is another hallmark of the March archetype. Attuned to the rhythms of nature and the unseen currents of emotion, they often sense shifts before they happen. This intuitive awareness makes them excellent judges of character and skilled at reading situations. However, this same sensitivity can sometimes leave them vulnerable to overwhelm. When emotions run high or external circumstances grow chaotic, they may retreat into their inner worlds, struggling to maintain balance between their rich interior landscape and the demands of everyday life. Artistic and spiritual expression. Many March-born individuals channel their emotional intensity into creative pursuits. Art, music, writing, and other forms of self-expression become outlets for processing their feelings and exploring their inner depths. There's often a spiritual quality to their work, an ethereal beauty that reflects their connection to something greater than themselves. Whether consciously or unconsciously, they tap into universal themes of renewal, hope, and transcendence, creating art that resonates on a soul level. Spirituality also plays a significant role in their lives. Guided by their intuition and emotional sensitivity, they're drawn to practices that help them make sense of existence: meditation, mindfulness, astrology, or even mystical traditions. These practices provide grounding during turbulent times and deepen their understanding of the interconnectedness of all things. Through spirituality, they find solace and strength, learning to navigate life's complexities with grace. Challenges of the reborn archetype. Despite their many gifts, those influenced by the March archetype face distinct challenges. Their tendency to retreat into their inner worlds can lead to isolation if left unchecked. Overwhelmed by the weight of their emotions or the demands of reality, they may struggle to stay grounded. Practical responsibilities like finances, career obligations, or relationships can feel burdensome compared to the allure of their imaginative realms. Another challenge lies in their fear of stagnation. Because they thrive on change and growth, periods of monotony or routine can leave them feeling restless or dissatisfied. Without proper outlets for their creative energies, they risk becoming disillusioned or apathetic. To overcome these hurdles, March-born individuals must cultivate discipline and structure while honoring their need for freedom and expression. By finding ways to integrate their inner richness with the practicalities of daily life, they unlock their full potential. Living authentically as the reborn. To truly embody the essence of the March archetype, individuals must embrace their duality, their ability to move seamlessly between introspection and action, between dreaming and doing. Rituals that celebrate renewal can be particularly helpful. Planting a garden, starting a new project, or setting intentions during the spring equinox aligns them with the energy of rebirth. Similarly, practices that foster emotional regulation, journaling, therapy, or meditation help them manage their intense feelings without being consumed by them. Ultimately, the March-born individual thrives when they recognize their role as agents of transformation, not just in their own lives, but in the lives of others. Their resilience inspires hope, their creativity sparks innovation, their empathy fosters connection. By embracing their identity as the reborn, they step fully into their power, becoming living embodiments of renewal and possibility. December, the wise teacher. As the year draws to a close, December emerges as a month of profound significance. It is a time of culmination and reflection, where the lessons of the past converge with the promise of the future. In Shi Heng Yi's symbolic framework, December embodies the archetype of the wise teacher, a figure who synthesizes wisdom, vision, and guidance. Those born under this archetype carry within them the spirit of enlightenment, offering insights that illuminate paths forward for themselves and others. The role of the sage. Individuals born in December often exude a quiet authority, drawing upon a wellspring of knowledge accumulated over years of observation and experience. They possess a natural inclination toward philosophy, spirituality, and abstract thinking, seeking to uncover deeper truths about existence. Their minds are expansive, capable of holding paradoxes and seeing beyond surface-level appearances. This intellectual curiosity fuels their desire to share what they've learned, whether through teaching, storytelling, or simply leading by example. Yet, their wisdom isn't merely academic, it's deeply human. December-born individuals have a knack for distilling complex ideas into relatable concepts, helping others navigate life's uncertainties with clarity and purpose. As healers and guides, they play a vital role in fostering collective growth, inspiring those around them to aspire toward higher ideals. Optimism amidst endings. What sets December apart from other months is its dual nature. While it marks the end of the calendar year, it also heralds the anticipation of new beginnings. Those born in December embody this duality perfectly. On one hand, they possess a mature understanding of life's impermanence, recognizing that all things must eventually come to an end. On the other hand, they radiate optimism, believing wholeheartedly in the potential for renewal. This blend of realism and idealism shapes their worldview profoundly. They approach challenges with equanimity, knowing that every ending paves the way for a fresh start. Even in moments of hardship, they retain faith in humanity's capacity for progress and transformation. This unwavering belief in possibility infuses their interactions with warmth and encouragement, uplifting everyone fortunate enough to cross their path. Philosophical depth and visionary thinking. December-born individuals are often dreamers, visionaries who dare to imagine a better world. Their thoughts stretch far beyond the confines of the present moment, envisioning futures filled with harmony, justice, and enlightenment. Many are drawn to fields that allow them to enact positive change, such as education, activism, psychology, or the arts. Others may pursue careers in science or technology, driven by a desire to solve humanity's greatest mysteries. However, their visionary tendencies can sometimes lead to impracticality. Caught up in grand ideas, they may overlook the importance of grounding their dreams in tangible actions. Without careful attention, their lofty aspirations risk remaining unfulfilled, leaving them frustrated or disillusioned. Learning to translate their ideals into concrete steps is crucial for achieving meaningful impact. Challenges faced by the wise teacher. For all their brilliance, December-born individuals face unique struggles. One common challenge is maintaining balance between the physical and metaphysical realms. So immersed are they in abstract thought that they occasionally lose touch with the material world. Mundane tasks like managing finances, adhering to schedules, or addressing logistical concerns can feel tedious or irrelevant. Yet neglecting these aspects of life undermines their ability to manifest their visions effectively. Another obstacle arises from their high standards, both for themselves and others. Disappointed when reality fails to match their ideals, they may withdraw emotionally, retreating into solitude until they regain equilibrium. Additionally, their strong moral compass can make them overly critical, leading to conflicts in relationships or professional settings. Cultivating patience and compassion helps mitigate these tendencies, enabling them to engage more constructively with the imperfect world around them. Fulfilling the role of the wise teacher. To fully embody the December archetype, individuals must anchor their wisdom in lived experience. Rather than existing solely in the realm of theory, they should seek opportunities to apply their insights practically. Volunteering, mentoring, or engaging in community service provides outlets for sharing their knowledge while staying connected to real-world issues. Grounding rituals such as journaling, practicing gratitude, or spending time in nature also help them remain centered amidst life's ebbs and flows. Moreover, embracing vulnerability strengthens their connection to others. Though they may appear stoic or serene on the surface, December-born individuals benefit immensely from opening up about their doubts and fears. Doing so humanizes them, bridging gaps between their elevated perspectives and the everyday struggles faced by those around them. By balancing their visionary ideals with heartfelt authenticity, they fulfill their destiny as wise teachers and guiding lights. The synergy between March and December. Though separated by seasons, March and December share a fundamental kinship. Both months represent pivotal transitions, one marking the return of life after dormancy, the other ushering in closure and reflection. Together, they form a dynamic interplay between emergence and culmination, youth and maturity, action and contemplation. Those born in March teach us about resilience, creativity, and the courage required to embrace change. Meanwhile, December-born individuals remind us of the importance of wisdom, patience, and long-term vision. When viewed collectively, these archetypes highlight the cyclical nature of existence, encouraging us to honor each phase of our journey, from the first tender shoots of spring to the quiet stillness of winter. By embracing the lessons of both March and December, we learn to live authentically, harmonizing our inner landscapes with the rhythms of the natural world. We emerge reborn, guided by timeless wisdom, ready to contribute to the ever-evolving symphony of life. Call to action. Embark on your journey of self-discovery. Now that you've glimpsed the symbolic map of your birth month, perhaps you see yourself and your story with fresh eyes. These archetypes, whether it's March's reborn, December's wise teacher, or any other, aren't rigid labels meant to confine you. Instead, they are keys, unlocking hidden chambers within your soul, illuminating patterns, strengths, and challenges that shape your unique journey. Real transformation begins when you take these symbols off the page and weave them into the fabric of your daily life. How will you use this knowledge to grow, to navigate obstacles with greater clarity, to deepen your connections with others? The answers lie not in passively accepting these insights, but in actively engaging with them as tools for personal evolution. Why stop here? Dive deeper. If this exploration resonated with you, don't let it end here. Shi Heng Yi's teachings offer a vast wellspring of wisdom, inviting us to explore the interconnectedness of nature, time, and human experience. By delving further into his work, you can uncover even more about the rhythms of your own life and how they align with universal cycles. Subscribe to our channel for content designed to challenge conventional thinking and empower you to embark on a journey of profound self-discovery. Each video, article, or reflection is crafted to help you peel back another layer of who you are, revealing the brilliance beneath. Whether you're seeking practical advice, philosophical musings, or spiritual guidance, we're here to support you every step of the way. Share your insights. What did your birth month reveal about you? Did it resonate deeply, shedding light on aspects of your personality you've always sensed but never fully understood? Or did it surprise you, offering a new perspective on traits you hadn't considered before? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Share your reflections in the comments below. Your insights might inspire someone else to look at their own life through a different lens. And if you found value in this exploration, spread the word. Tag a friend who loves astrology, psychology, or philosophy. Let's create a community of curious minds eager to learn, grow, and evolve together. Let awareness guide you. Most importantly, let this newfound awareness guide you toward living a life filled with purpose, authenticity, and meaning. Life is too precious to be lived unconsciously, to drift from day to day without understanding the deeper currents shaping your path. When you embrace the lessons of your archetype, you step into alignment with your true self. You become an active participant in your own story rather than a passive observer. Ask yourself, how can I honor the dualities within me, the stillness and movement, the darkness and light? Where do I need to cultivate balance between my inner world and external responsibilities? How can I channel my gifts, whether resilience, wisdom, creativity, or intuition, into actions that uplift both myself and those around me? These questions aren't just exercises, they're invitations to live intentionally, to craft a narrative that reflects the essence of who you truly are. Your story awaits. Every moment holds the potential for renewal. Every ending carries the seed of a new beginning. Just as March heralds the rebirth of spring and December closes one chapter while opening another, so too does each day present opportunities for growth and transformation. You hold the pen to your story. Will you write a tale of courage, curiosity, and connection? Will you rise to meet challenges with grace and wisdom? Will you dare to dream boldly and act authentically? The choice is yours. So, are you ready to embrace the journey ahead? Are you ready to unlock the full spectrum of your potential, guided by the timeless rhythms of nature and the archetypal energies within you? Take the first step today. Lean into the lessons of your birth month. Trust in your ability to navigate life's transitions with strength and grace. And remember, you are not alone on this path. Together, let's unravel the mysteries of existence and step fully into the beauty of being alive. Your story is waiting to unfold. Will you answer the call?